Hi, and welcome back. Uh, Today's episode will not be very long. We're going to implement the feature to cancel jobs. And we'll do that because we can currently schedule jobs, but what if you schedule something by mistake, or you decide you don't want something to be scheduled somewhere? Then you should be able to cancel scheduled jobs. And to do that, we need to abstract away from only scheduling jobs in the UI towards what I would call more intended actions. So let's get started with that. So let's first go into a view model, and let's not just have a selection mode, but also an intended actions. And this will have two cases, a case to schedule a job, and this will have a job and job goal, and we will have one that is to cancel jobs. And this one we'll add later. First, let's get this one working. So we somehow need to keep track of our intended action, and we already have our current job goal. Let's add an current intended action optional, and let's refactor the current job goal into a computed variable that looks at the intended action, and returns it the job goal if it's actually scheduled job one. This makes it that the finish selection and so on should still work. There are some changes we need to make. I simply click run to see where these need to be changed. But here setting the current job goal, but we can't set this anymore. This is now computed variable, but we can set the current intended action, and that would be a schedule job that takes this job goal. And I think the same thing we need to do somewhere else. Oh, we should now also set the current intended action to nil instead of the job goal. And there's one more here. So let's take this one and let's run this and see what happens and whether our UI is still working. So let's see. So can we still change something to a floor? Yes, we can. We can create, build some wall. Should also still be able to install a kitchen table. And this is all still working. Okay, so let's continue and implement what we need to cancel jobs. So let's go back into our view model and add a case for cancel jobs. The main change will be in the finish selection. First, we should check if we have a current intended action. So there's nothing to do. Then we should switch on the current intended action. And in case it's a scheduled job, then we can do all this stuff. If it's a canceled job, we'll add stuff here in a bit. So this now abstracted away the job goal into a higher level action. So this to still build and run. Let's see, what do we need to do to cancel jobs? To cancel a job, we should we can create a function. Let's just create one here. And let's create a private function called cancel jobs. This one will select and switch on the selection mode. And if it's a single, if we have only one tile selected, you can find this selected tile. Then we can look into the world, look into the jobs queue and remove all where, and we will make it that this takes. This will take a closure where the job.target position is the selected tile. However, we don't yet have a remove all function in our queue data structure, so we'll add that in a bit. For select square, we have something similar. Take the world, the jobs, remove all, where job in, where selected tiles dot contains job.target position. Okay, so we should implement this remove all function. We need to do that in our queue. And let's add an extension with a mutating function called remove all, and this will take predicate. And this will be of a function of type that takes a type, the element type in and returns a boolean. And then we will do storage remove all where this predicate holds. So now our view model should at least compile. What we don't yet have is a way of actually canceling jobs. So because if we run, we don't have a UI anywhere to cancel a job. So let's add that one now. So let's go into a GUI and create a new place. So we have here our the various buttons for build objects. Let's add one more. And let's call this one the cancel jobs. So we say cancel jobs. And the submenu state we don't have, but what we do have is a selection mode that should be square, and a view model dot current intended action should be to cancel jobs. And we disable this one if in our view model dot world dot jobs dot count, if this is equal to 0. So this one should not work if there are no jobs in the world. So let's see if this compiles. Let's see. Oh, the world should be unwrapped. So we have a cancel jobs button here. It only activates when we have actual jobs planned. So if you're really fast, you can cancel the jobs. Perhaps it's better to quickly remove the entity from the world. So now we can say we want to change this into flooring, but doesn't sound like a good idea. So we can cancel these jobs. The ones that we didn't select still remain. The same for objects, so we can install schedule the install kitchen table job, but we can also cancel it. So that's it for canceling jobs, and that's it for today. Next time, we're going to tackle the last part of the series, and it's implementing a very simple neat system. So thanks for watching and have a good day.